Hey, good afternoon. It's Vikram Sareen, Chief Architect with Mula Technologies. Today, in the context of Service Card and its exposed, transformed, secured web services, we are going to cover the security aspect. So we are going to look into the WS security, which is basically a standard that is used for uh, most of the application servers which are essentially exposing the SOAP WSDLs. So that's the standard that we comply with, and then also have two-way SSL authentication prior to the data being actually exchanged, which obviously can be SOAP or WADL. So what we have done is that we have clubbed it together. So what we're going to do is that as a partner, as a developer, I'm going to import my WSDL, which is WS security enabled, into the SOAP UI. So it's a client, it's a third-party client, so it's very clear that it's nothing proprietary. Then the second step we're going to do is we are going to enable SSL. So on the server side, we have quite a cool feature where we can actually publish certificates as well as keys dynamically without actually revamping or restarting the services or the server itself, unlike WebSphere or Oracle Service Bus, where you actually have to restart your server if you want to reflect the keys or reflect the certificates. So that's one of the key features which is an advantage. Then what we'll do is that we will apply WS security on the client side. So we'll actually do encryption and signing. So this will very clearly define I know that the data which is being exchanged over SOAP has to be encrypted and signed from both the sides. That means server and the client side. Then on the fourth item we will be covering is the client security. So we'll actually show you that when the request is being sent to the service card server onto the transformed WSDL, the data is encrypted as well as secured using the SOAP W security standard. And then we will look at the real-time server debugging, so where we will actually show you that whatever request is coming from the client is actually received as a WS security compliant SOAP request, and then we will also show you the response back that is coming across. So again, the key feature is real-time debugging. So without you changing anything, you can actually have a look at the contents of the SOAP which is coming in and out. Okay, let me quickly get started now. I have just logged into the partner dashboard, and that's where I'm able to see my daily usage and a few other things which we won't talk about it right now, but I'm going to quickly go into getting the WSDL that I would like to test. So I'm testing the production WSDL. So that's the WSDL I need to test. So I'm quickly picking it up here, and then I'm importing it. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just say test WS security WSDL. Yeah. Okay. Now one thing I want to point out here is that in my browser I have already imported the key. So meaning that I have this is the key which I have been issued because I'm a partner of that. So Ashish, who's a developer or a partner, is being issued a certificate by Service Guard, and that is essentially done from this particular dashboard. So in Service Guard, each partner can be managed with a certificate. Yeah. So over here I have a partner called Ashish, and then if you see, this is the certificate that I have shown over here. So now if you see, you don't need to really manage the keys outside. You're actually managing the keys and the certs and everything within Service Card, which is a very great feature, unlike other products. And then we also have the key management, where you can actually pick up keys and things like that. And then over here, as you can see, that we have Ashish's key, which is already been given. So from here you can actually send it as email. You can download it, you can upload it, things like that. So in case you have a partner who says that they want to use their P12 file or PFX file and they're passing it to you, or using their own, then you can actually just ask them for the certificate and then they can upload it over here. Yeah, obviously you have the edit feature where you can change things with regards to this key. Won't get into the technical part of the or demo in doing the key and the cert management, but what I'll be showcasing you over here is that what is the partner given. And one more thing worth mentioning over here is that the partner will actually be talking to the server, right, to the service guard server. So you have to issue the certificate to the partner. So you can actually download the cert and pass it to the partner. And we are also going to make it available in the dashboard. So also from the partner portal dashboard, the partner can get the server side certificate for them to trust and validate. Yeah. Okay. So now I have the imported WSDL. So what you could see over here is that I've already imported. Now I'm going to the SSL enablement. Yeah. Now when I'm sending the request, the server is enabled with SSL, dynamic SSL. So meaning that few wars or few access points which are being exposed might not be over two-way authentication, or few will be. So again, a very unique feature in Service Guard is that we can support both. So if there are certain requests coming in which can be HTTP SSL enabled with client authentication, with client certificate authentication, or some access points can be without it. So that again gives you a very good combination of how you want to roll out security across multiple partners and not really enforce everybody with everything. Yeah. Now going towards the preference side. So in this particular software of SOAP UI, you can actually configure the the cert. Sorry, once again. Yeah, sorry, that will be the P12 file. Hey, once again. Okay, so I'm just picking up the P12 file. Okay, which window we are at? Sorry. Forget it. Wait. Sorry, I think too many windows. Our window got missed. Yeah, okay, here. Okay, so I'm just picking up and dropping it. Yeah, and then I'm entering the password over here. And then I'm also saying that the client requires authentication. Yeah, so the client authentication will be required by the server. Now, another thing I have to quickly do is, so that means it was quite straightforward in context of how the mutual authentication works. Yeah. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll send a request without WS security. Okay. So obviously it will fail because the whole idea is that it should have security given. So if I send it out, you're just going to get that certificate was not presented. Yeah. So two reasons. Firstly, it was expecting, the server side was expecting the data to be secured, and secondly it was not following any WS security standard. Yeah. Okay, now going further back to the transaction part. So I am over here in the WSDL which is being imported. I am going to quickly configure the WS security part. So I need to come over here, come to key store, pick up the JKS. Yeah, in the JKS. Yeah, and it's asking me for the password. Okay, I have imported it. Yeah, then I will just say what is the alliance that is given to me and what is the password for that. So this is again very specific to the tool. Again, if you're using .NET application, or if you're using Eclipse, or if you're using NetBean, or if you're using any other Visual Studio, then they will have their own steps of how they can import it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just coming in here, so I'm just saying incoming request, yeah, handler. Okay, and then I will just come over here, pick it up. So I'll say, okay, this is what is used for my encryption and decryption and signing part. That's done. Now I'm going to the outgoing. So again, I think I'll just keep it simple. Outgoing response handler. So over here again, I will just say, okay, this is the name, because this is outgoing, so meaning that this is coming from the client to the server, and then I'll say must understand. So that's one of the things which is kind of part of it. Yeah. Now adding the WS security. So first I'm adding encryption. So it's actually telling me, okay, which JKS to pick up. Sorry, I think, yeah, it's actually, yeah. Okay, now what you see over here is 2. That means that I am saying if I want to encrypt, I want to encrypt for Mula Technologies. So that's the server side cert. And then the next one is I want to sign. So obviously I will sign using my client certificate, which will be Ashish in this case. Yeah. So I will just close this. That means this information gets saved. Now I'm coming over here, and I have to, in the authentication tab, sorry, let me make it bigger. Okay, it's not okay. In the authentication tab, I'm coming in, I'm gonna say basic. In the basic, I will pick up what I need. That means for outgoing, this is my handler. For incoming, this is my handler. So now we are ready for us to do a test with regards to WS security. Yeah. So I am sending the request. Oops. Okay. Sorry. I think let me just check the preference side. ठीक तो है small oh sorry, okay, I entered the wrong password, so that's why it said that we cannot communicate with the server. Yeah, okay, so this is my JKS password. Yeah, okay, perfect. So now if you see the request which is sent, okay, from the client side is encrypted using SOAP standard, and okay, so that was the raw data. That means this is what I sent across. So in the raw, you would see is that let me copy it out first, I think, for us to understand in a better way. Okay, well, that's too big. Okay, let me try to make it smaller. Okay, this is what actually was sent from the client side to the server side, and this is encrypted digitally signed data. Then the next one is where I have the server side data. So this is the data which I have got from the server side. Again, if you copy it out, you will see that it's encrypted again. So I'll remove the client side data. Yeah, as you would see that it's actually, this is the post which had happened, and then this is the client's server side data which was returned back. Yeah, so again, look at the size, it's 6 KB. Yeah, and the data which is sent across is very, very small. Yeah, so and then the end, it actually shows you the encrypted decrypted verified data, which is the output of the actual signature. Yeah, so now I am going in and yeah, okay, perfect. So this was the data which is received and replayed back, and as you could see that the whole data is that means the client and server security is being enforced over here, and the complete data is protected. So coming back, what we just showed you was that client side security. So if I use a wrong certificate, or if I do wrong SOAP WS security, it will fail. Then we also showed you that the real-time debugging, that means that the data which was sent across between the client, which is this side, and between the server. So what I'll do is I'll just run it again. So for that you can see. Okay, let's just do a the addition of these two, and I say, yeah, so it's asking me for this password of my JKS, and again you would see that it's quickly given me the sum of that. And on the server side, you would also see that I have got more encrypted and digitally signed data using WS security flowing back and forth between the client. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching this video and checking it out in context of WS security and two-way SSL. So what we would like to mention over here is that we have dynamic key or cert management. You don't need to restart the server. Then you can actually use P12 and PFX files, and Service Guard is basically a certificate manager for you, certificate manager plus key manager for you. Yeah, then we have the SSL certificate, so you can actually have HTTPS with client side. Yeah, and then client authentication, or client auth they call it. Then you can use HTTPS with clients, client auth, and you can also combine it with your API key and your access point key. Yeah, so Uh, I think from a hacker point of view, I think they're shying away already because this grade of security kind of puts them, far away from what they want to do. Because getting all these four elements is practically impossible. And we have done a stress test. We can actually achieve about 300 TPS for a 8 core processor, with about 16 GB RAM. So again, it's not a real burden in terms of offering this level of security, but from hacking, elimination or identity theft, that's definitely reduced to zero. Yeah. So again, thank you, and we hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward for offering more what Service Guard can do for you, and hopefully there's value that comes across with regards to this product to your solutions and as well as automation. Yeah, thank you so much.